Good morning, everybody. Today is the day 12 of the spring cut. Now, this is going to be a leg day. I weighed myself in today. I was 111.5 kilograms, so almost the same weight for the last 3 days. This either means I should up the cardio or drop the calories. After tomorrow's weigh-in, I will be deciding on that, because I think like 4 days is a pretty good rule in general. You might have noticed something different. We get a mic today, and hopefully in the future I can upgrade to a better one, but this is gonna have to make do for now. I'll see you in the sets. This is the first warm-up set for squats. I will be going for 180 today, so hopefully 4 sets. So I bought this mic like yesterday. We went to another country together because they didn't have it in Macedonia. I tried to use it with my PC and my phone last night. It worked spectacularly, it was okay. The only thing is, this camera is not good. This is my friend, so I couldn't really test it on the camera. Turns out the connection method for the camera and PCs and phones are different, because I need to use a specific audio cable for cameras. I left the cable at home because I thought I was not going to use it. So even though we have a mic today, we will be working out without a mic because it makes literally zero difference right now. When I go back home, the camera's going to stay with me for now. I'll try to use it again and see. Now, this is the first actual set. I'm planning to go for 8 reps. I don't really want to go for too many reps with this compound exercises. That's it. I think that was 8. Not going really hard right now. I will go a lot harder in the last 2 sets. But for the second working set, I've got 2 more after. Pretty good. Okay, so for today's episode, I want to talk about Mob Psycho 100. See, back in 2017, I believe, it was around the time that I was really getting into anime. Before that, I was watching it since like 2015, but 2017 was the year really got me addicted in a way. That year, I started watching a little, like, not really well-known series. It was called One Punch Man. The manga art was made by Yusuke Muramada, I guess, and it was written by One, the webcomic artist. After I finished the anime, I got into reading the manga, after I was done with the manga, I just looked up the author's other works because I really enjoyed the lightheartedness, the comedy, and the tension of the fights when covering the series. Like basically a budget Dragon Ball. Not a budget Dragon Ball, they're not the same. It is not apples to apples. It is apples to oranges here, but you get it. Anyways, after I looked up the works, I found about Mob Psycho 100, which I believe was getting his first season of anime getting adapted. It was pretty good. I'll get into more details about the series and what I thought about it, overarching like plot, the analysis, but like genuinely, definitely like one of the top 5 animes that I ever watched and manga that I read. Not gonna lie, I did not read the manga because one's art is not really something that is spectacular, but just for the characters, I read the first 25 chapters or something on the manga. I think comedic timing was really good. But anyways, I'll get into that. But first, I want to hit my 3rd working set. Now, this is our set 3. We're gonna go for 7 to 9, which is basically 8. My left knee buckles a lot more than I would like. I think I'll drop the weight a little bit for the next set. But still, the overall tension was quite okay. Back to Mob Psycho 100. So, if you want to learn about what is Mob Psycho actually about, you just have to listen to the first opening. It basically states it there. If everyone's not special, maybe you can be what you want to be. See, this story is taking place in about our time. Like, you don't have to go too back to the past or the future to actually get a good grasp of the story. We have 2 main characters basically. One is Mob, our MC, the bowl cut head guy. He is basically a middle schooler that is like, I don't know, 14 or something, going through puberty. The catch is he is basically the most powerful being on the planet. He has psychic powers, Esper powers, he can basically do whatever the fuck he wants. But here's the thing, Mob has a little problem. He has past trauma because when he was a little kid, he basically got a little bit of an outburst when his brother was around and he hurt a couple of people. So he, while understanding his powers are working in tandem with his emotions, is trying to block his emotions unintentionally. So we have this cool visual in the series. It's basically a meter for like until 100%. It is basically a meter of Mob's emotions. So if the emotions get filled by anger at the end, he basically unlocks his powers, but he also gets really into the emotions. And all the emotions have different specs, different abilities and stuff. So since Mob associates his emotions with his powers, he's trying to block them, the emotions, and trying to go through his day-to-day life. When the first incident happened, when he was young, you know when I'm talking about the incident involving his brother, he basically tried to go ask for help from people, but since psychic powers is not really something that common, he stumbling on our second character, Reigen Arataka. Arataki, Teriyaki, I don't fucking know, but he is the absolute goat of anime. But this guy is, if you know Hercule, Mr. Satan, if you know King, like King from One Punch Man, Satan from Dragon Ball Z, you know what kind of this guy is basically. He is a con artist. He fakes it until he makes it, and he basically has a ghost esper shop that people go to when they encounter ghosts and shit. Mob encounters the shop, goes there, tries to talk with Reigen. He's like, yeah, so what should I do with my powers? Reigen, without understanding that Mob actually has powers, tells him basically that having psychic powers doesn't really make you any different. It is basically like somebody having the ability to lift heavier, somebody running faster, somebody being good at chess. It is just an aspect of your well-being, but it is not everything. So just because you have these powers, don't make yourself into something special. Be a normal person and improve yourself around that too. So Mob takes that shit to heart. Mob has his whole ideology written on that day. These two, after Reigen understands that Mob has psychic powers because he dropped food and Mob catched it with his mind and just basically brought it to Reigen again. Reigen says, yo, you wanna get a job at my shop? I can train you that way. Mob, it is not disclosed if he knows or if he doesn't know at that time. Says, yeah, why not? And he gets into the shop and they start working together. That is basically the premise and the beginning of the anime. But what the anime is about is much more than esper powers, much more than cool fight scenes, much more than comedy, even though these are like really good, top tier. It is about human growth and what makes you special and what you can or cannot do. See, Mob is really talented in one field, and one field only. It is his psychic powers, and he encounters other people like him that have these powers but pull their entire well-being, entire personalities, entire lifestyles around him. But Mob, since he talked to Reigen, doesn't see it that way. He thinks that he should improve himself outside of it too, without using his powers. He tries to get into fitness, he tries to learn more, he tries to be social, all things that he's bad at, but he still attempts it anyway. I think the story is about him with emotions, how you carry yourself, and how you evolve as a person. I think that's all I'm going to get into today, because I will not be talking much about the series. I love the series way too much to spoil anything from it. Please, if you enjoy any kind of anime or manga, give it a watch. At least the first 3 episodes, like give me 1 hour to actually show you how good this series is. If you don't like it, you don't, but if you like it, you're gonna be in one hell of a ride. So, I think it's time for my last and final squat set. For the final set, I lowered the weight for 5 kilos each side. We have, I think, 150. Gonna go for 7 probably. I'm not sure about 8 with my, not the left, actually, right knee. Let's get into it. Portion of the extensions to get some more blood flow there, to hopefully start the healing process. But god damn it, did it hurt. Now I'll do a stiff leg deadlift for today, not Romanians. I want to get more emphasis on the hamstrings, not the glutes. Okay, so it's time for stiff leg deadlifts. A little something about me that I'm really bad at this exercise, like all things considered, have good amount of strength on my legs. But stiff leg deadlifts were never something that I was good at. Like when I first started working out, I thought I was doing them, but I was actually doing Romanians for a long time. So that made my physique quite unproportional. But now I think I have at least a semi-good grasp of the exercise, so I'll try to do it a little bit better. I will try to hold it a little bit more at the bottom so we can get a little bit more biased. Oh my god, this even a single out of 10 is getting me a lot. Alright, set 2 for stiff leg deadlifts. I think I'm ready. I'm not gonna rest too much. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm listening to Globe right now. Feeling pretty fucking excited. Good set. For stiff legs, I think we're gonna be done here after that. I'll go to maybe leg presses or straight extensions. First set and I'll do the rest.
RPMS.
Okay, that's it for the recording. I'll see you in the car. Bethany, oh my god, bitch. Come on. Okay.